Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you for clicking. Today's episode is on fence wall. Yes, this fence wall is located at Oyibi. Are you ready? Let's dive into it. So I call this the part 1 of the fence wall project in Oyibi, and this is a 2-plot. Okay, the 2-plot may vary depending on the shape and size. Here we have this big house with this small boys' quarters at the front. We are going to demolish that before we begin our fence wall. Okay, it's one of my subscribers. I don't know the person, but I'm glad that he or she contacted Mr. Stephen Opon to come and take up the fence wall project. Like I said, this project is located at Oyibi. Now, the existing wall that you see over there was done by the other house owner, but the subscriber says he's going to break this wall down, the one that partitioned his house and the other house. He's going to break this side of the wall down and redo it all by himself. Okay, so apparently he has 3 sizes undone, but he's going to break the other size and do the 4 sizes all together. You understand? So we're going to learn about some few things. The front, I think it's 70 by 70, giving us 140, and then the one stretching to the back is about 100 feet. You understand? That makes it 140 by 100. So that's a 2-plot. All right, so what are the things you would need when it comes to a fence wall? Okay, so for this 2-plot fence wall project, we will need 2 trips of sand. Okay, you need 2 trips of sand. You need the 3/4 chippings. Just 1 trip of that will do, because you just need to do the casting of the trenches and then also casting the pillars. So there's not much to do. So 1 trip is enough. For the sand, 2 trips is enough, because you will use a lot of sand for both the casting, the block laying, and that of the pillar castings, and then also for plastering. And even for the plastering, you will need extra 2 trips more, making a total of 4 trips. You understand? So just bear that in mind. But for the block laying, you just need 2 trips, and that's enough. So 2 trips of the chippings. 2 trips of sand, 1 trip of the chippings. Okay, then the cement for the block laying, you need almost about, let's say, 150 bags will be okay. I have actually separated them over there. The blocks that you need for this 2-plot is 4,500 blocks, depending on the height you want to achieve. So you can first start off with 4,000 blocks, and then later, add up if you want. Okay, you need steel, you need wire ball, you need water, you need DPM, you need a Dr. Fix-It. So the DPM is what Steven is showing us. Okay, you need water. The labor for the digging is 4,500, and casting of the trenches is 4,000. Block laying is 8,500, and pillar casting is 2,500. Carpentry works 1,500, and steel works 2,000. Are you with me? So take your time and go through it and see what I left out. I believe I mentioned everything. So it's a plot size of 140 by 100. The 140 is at the front, and the 100 is stretching towards the back. Now, prior to the casting, Stephen had to lay the DPM in all the trenches to avoid dampness. You understand? So it's rather unfortunate they didn't capture that area for me, but I know they put the DPM right in there. Yeah, so the total cost for a 2-plot, okay, basically you can be in the ranges between 70,000 Ghana cedis or 80,000 Ghana cedis, depending on what exactly you want to achieve at the end of the day. Here, because we are going to cast the entire pillars, there are going to be a lot of pillars after every interval. You understand? So and then also you have to buy a wire board for boarding all the pillars. That will make your cost go high. Had it not been that, and you just want to do just the blocks and then place them back to back to serve as the pillars, and then you only focus at the front. The front, you may have to put small iron rods in the box pillars, and just about a few rods. That wouldn't cost you that much. So let's say approximately around 65,000, or maybe say 70,000 should be okay for you to be able to put up your fence wall on a 2 plot. Are you with me? Yeah, so go through the analysis that I gave you earlier on, and then you will understand. I think from last year, 2022, when you want to do a fence wall, we have a method of calculating. For every plot has 4 sizes. Okay, the front, the right side, the back, and then the left hand side. So every side will cost you 2,500 Ghana cedis. That is the workmanship for the mason to lay the blocks on one side. So that was 2,500. So if you multiply 2,500 by 4, that gives you 10,000. For every one side they lay the blocks, the total cost is 2,500. So that is the workmanship for the mason to lay the blocks. And then it comes to the digging of the trenches. They will dig the trench, and then they will give you the cost for digging of the trenches, and then casting of the concrete, okay, in the trenches. They will also come with a cost. Okay, so they can say casting of that can cost you for a single plot, mostly is around 2,500 or 2,800. You understand? For a 2 plot, this is going around 4,000. I think 4,000. That is for a 2 plot. So I think it's reasonable. So if you add casting of the concrete, which is the 4,000, to that of the block laying, which is 10,000, you are somewhere 14,000. You understand? Yes. And then you add the digging to it. So you can bargain. If the digging is somewhere around 2,500, then you can bargain with them. You understand? Because in this video, digging is 4,500. That's the cost of the digging. You understand? So approximately you can tell how much you're supposed to spend when it comes to you putting up a fence wall for either a single plot or for a 2 plot. Here we are using solid block 5 inches. Okay, solid block 5 inches, a quarry dust. Okay, we don't use hollow blocks for fence wall. We only use solid blocks. Someone can decide to use 6 inches. Okay, yes, it all depends on what you want to achieve. Yes, you can use 6 inches. Some people also prefer to lay the blocks flat. Yes, one of my masons, he will lay the blocks flat from the foundation to about 3 levels, and then we'll start laying it up straight or uprightly. Yes, so that's what he does. So you look at this beautiful house. It's so big and huge. Okay, so breaking down this existing wall and putting up a new one, I think that was cool though, if you have the cash for that, because he didn't like the fence wall that the other house owner did, so he decided to break it down and reconstruct it. So our focal point was here. We needed to focus much in this area before moving on to other areas, because someone fence wall have been broken down, and we need to make sure we've secured the place for the person immediately. You understand? Yeah. So someone will ask, how long did it take to put up this fence wall? Actually, it will take you 3 weeks. Yes, 2 to 3 weeks. Because putting up these blocks is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. And they need to be very patient. If not, it's going to be crooked. You have to draw their lines from one end to the other and from one end to the other. So one person will be at the far end, and then one person will be on the other far end, and they have to pull the cable and make sure that everything is linear. You understand? Yes. So you could measure or even count from here by counting every 7 blocks there's a pillar. Every 7 blocks that you count, there's a pillar. Are you with me? This person wants to put a normal iron rods and make sure that the pillars are standing firm. So when it comes to the iron rods, you can decide to do the rectangular type, which is the normal standard iron rods that we do, or you can do the right angle triangle type. Okay, that's also a way of reducing cost. Someone will ask, what size of iron rods can you use? You can use 12 mm, you can use 14 mm. Okay, 12 mm or 14 mm is okay for you to do that. Again, someone asked, do you need mat for that? No, you don't need a mat for a fence wall. Are you getting it? Because there's no load sitting on top of it, so you don't need a mat for that. Just pour the concrete down on the floor and then put the rod. Okay, if you want to put a mat, that's fine. That's fine, but we don't require a mat when it comes to fence wall. So that's it. So underneath the concrete is DPM. We lay DPM in all the trench all out. Okay, yes, we did the DPM in all before raising the entire block work. So as you can see, Steven and his team are really working hard. We don't even have time to rest. We don't have time to rest. So this client is requesting for a 12 course high. Okay, a 12 course. So if you count the blocks right from the bottom all the way to the top, it should give you a 12 course. You understand? Basically, for a standard fence wall, it should be 10 courses. 10 courses is enough. Yeah, are you with me? Yeah, but this client wants a 12 course high. Yeah, because they don't want anybody to watch over the see through the house or whatsoever. So for me, I think it's not bad. You can have the back and the side raised so high, and then you have the front a little bit down to show the beauty of the house. But if you allow your fence wall at the front go that high, it doesn't show the beauty of the house, and the house is hidden. You understand? You don't actually see the beauty of the house. So let the front fence wall come down a little bit so you can see the beauty. Yeah. So this how far? This is the side towards the back. This is the back of the fence wall. Sorry, this is the back of the house. And everything has been laid neatly and firm. You understand? Neatly and firm. So here we just wait for the steel bender to put in the rods. The carpenter will also do the boarding. And I think we are good to go. Yeah, it's not bad. So from here, Steven moved on from here to the whole project. You know, I showed you one of the projects that we are undertaking, which located in Ho. Our current project is also in Almina, and we have another project in Adringano. Okay, my work is not permitting me to upload videos every day, but I'm going to find time and work on all the videos. We have a project going on at Bawe. Yes, Bawe, Awishi Bawe. Okay, so we have so many projects going on, and it is my joy to be able to share that with you so that you get to understand the kind of work that I'm doing. The work I'm doing is very tedious. It needs someone who is determined. Okay, yes, I'm very determined. I am not easily moved by mere words. Are you with me? So my mind is very focused to helping people out there so that they can build their houses in peace. They've been scammed, swindled, they've been lied to, and most of them do not want to do anything anymore. So my goal is to come in there and be their helper. Okay, help them in the right way such that whatever monies they give me, I have to make sure it is being utilized wisely. so that by the time they get home, they will smile, and whenever they pray, they will remember me. So far so good. I have done so well, and I believe that my name will go into the history book forever, that you people will remember me. Yes, I'm doing so much for people calling me. I share my little bit of what I know. I don't claim that I know everything in the world, but the little experiences that I've had over the years with my knowledge from the university and my knowledge gained over the years in the construction industry, I'm able to share bits and pieces with everyone. You understand? Yes. Yes, and once I have the opportunity to open the eyes of people, I think that alone is appreciative. Are you with me? Yes. Sometimes the goal is not necessarily you using my artisan, but also making sure that your eyes are open, wide open, such that if you want to undertake your project, you know exactly what to do, so that nobody tells you unnecessary story. Okay, those stories, we've heard them all over again. We are tired of their stories. So once you get in contact with me and you're using my artisans, remember you're getting so many benefits. You're getting full assurance, okay, of your project that is being monetized by myself. Okay, I'm monitoring every project, and therefore that is what you pay me for, my supervision and monitoring. It's not as if, okay, let me call Stephen. Yeah, if you call any of my artisans and you want to handle your own project, that is fine. But when everything has come before me, okay, and I prepare the estimate and everything for you, and you give me the permission to undertake your project, that is when my supervision comes in. Are you with me? I supervise the project and you pay me, because it is because of me these artisans are there working for you. And I have other projects that I schedule them. Are you with me? So you cannot just pick a phone and call them, hey, come here, hey, go there. It's not going to work that way. I schedule them so that I know that from A they can move on to B, from B they can move on to C. Are you with me? So Stephen, any of my artisans, Christopher, that they will not go anywhere without my knowledge. I need to make sure they are being well organized so that we don't get any complaint. And that is why I was having issues with my earlier mason, Alex Dankwa, because he refused to upload, share videos. He refused to give information as to what he's doing. And when people call him, he's not answering his phone. And that is not my vision. That is not my goal. You understand? So once someone gives you money in my name, it is not because of you. It is because of me they have given you money. It is because of me they have called you. And therefore, I need to get update from whatever you are doing. And if I don't get that, you are off the channel. You understand? So I want to emphasize that if anybody is in contact with Alex Dankwa, please desist from it. Okay, I don't want to be repeating them. It sounds like a nuisance though. But disengage any activity from Alex Dankwa. Contact Stephen Opong, Christopher Adade, Michael Fasa. Okay, you can contact them. Akwesi MP, all of them are available. Okay, so you can see that almost all the three sizes have been done. The three sides of the land, the right, the back, and then the left. I'm left with the front to show you. So probably that will come in part 2 of our fence wall project in Oyibi. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends and your friends, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know what you're waiting for, but this is free. Okay, please subscribe to the channel to help the channel grow. And in case you need me, you can write to me at brightantonio@outlook.com. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye.